What is anchor text in SEO? Well, I can explain what anchor text is right now, but visually we're going to go through examples to make it really easy to understand. But essentially, when you have a hyperlink or something linking out from one page to the other, whatever text you use, that's the anchor text. A couple of specific examples of this I can show on the StudioHawk website right now. Let's jump over. In terms of anchor text, like I said, it's when a hyperlink has text attached to it. Whatever that text is, that's the anchor. So if we went to our navigation bar, this tab right here where it says SEO services, this links to a page called studiohawk.com.au SEO-services. That text right there, SEO services, that's displayed right there, that's the anchor text. More specific examples as well, we're linking out to Hawk Academy. That text of Hawk space Academy is going to be the anchor text. Now, in terms of application of SEO, why anchor text is really important is it indicates to Google, as it's sending through the little robots in the website, it's indicating to Google what that page is about, the relevance of that page. Is it a page about a specific brand? Is it a page about a blog? Is it a particular keyword that you're trying to rank for? It can pick up on those little signals, and it's actually quite important. The aim of the game with SEO is always to make Google understand your website really, really easily. So having the right anchor text is a little bit of a quick win. It's a bit of a cheat sheet into getting Google to understand that relevance and also send them to the right page and also rank that page for the right keyword. There's a couple different types of anchor text that I'm going to run through as well, all having different variations and all having specific purposes. The first type of anchor text I want to talk about is just general anchor text. General anchor text would be a specific name of something that you're sending a page to. So an example of this would be a read more, download this, click here, or more info. That's just very general in scope because it doesn't really indicate much about what the page is about. It's just saying, hey, this is a link to a page, click here if you need more info. Another type of anchor text, and I've got another example of on Hawk Academy, is branded anchor text. Now, this is when you actually put a brand name into the anchor text when you're sending it to a different website or sending it to a specific brand. We've got a blog post here about how to get a free backlink on Hawk Academy. If we scroll down here, we actually link out to Backlinko. The anchor text is Backlinko, and when we click that, it links to the Backlinko blog. So, when we link out to like a New York Times or, click here to read the article on studiohawk.com.au, if we use that anchor text there, that's indicating what the brand is. This is probably one of the most popular types of anchor text out there, especially when links are naturally coming towards a website. People would just generally use the brand name to indicate where they're linking to. Now, this is where things get a little bit spicy, is when you actually indicate a specific keyword in your anchor text. For example, on studiohawk.com.au, we've done some optimization on this website. Not surprisingly, I mean, we are an SEO company, where, let's say, for instance, we've got this page. We indicate on here through some text that we're a specialized Australian SEO agency. That's a keyword search that we're trying to rank for. We're trying to rank for Australian SEO agency. So we've put that in the anchor text and we've linked that to our SEO services page. Now, because it's exact match, we're trying to target that specific keyword, but also we have to keep in mind that if we do that too much, we might be overcommitting to trying to rank for particular keywords. So in those three examples I've just said about general anchor text, branded, exact match, it's about finding a balance between both to really get the best type of diversity in what you're linking to throughout your website. Now, this leads to my next type of anchor text, partial match anchor text. This is where you can have a little bit more of a natural language approach to what you anchor. So going through our website, an example of partial match anchor text would be using a keyword search and some natural language involved in that as well to add a bit more of a flexible language style and a little bit more natural as well. So on our SEO services page, we've got some FAQs on here. And one of the questions that we come across a lot is, does SEO really work? It does. Short answer, it definitely does. So, we're right here. We can say with confidence that yes, SEO does work. And we actually link out to a blog article called How SEO Works. Now, we haven't gone with the direct how SEO works type of keyword search. We've gone with SEO does work. Again, we've included the word SEO and work, but we've splayed it out in a bit more of a natural language sense where it's like, yes, it does work. That partial match, again, adds to the diversity of how many, the different anchors that we're using on a page and the different anchors we're using throughout our website. Next type of anchor text would be random anchor text, where there's no relevance at all. It's just a random link. And you'll see this on a lot of websites that are quite old, where they haven't put a lot of thought into what they're anchoring out. Where they have like a click here to read more info, or even just some random text that doesn't make any sense. When Google picks these up, it doesn't really understand what the page is about, so it doesn't really have much of an impact on your SEO. A couple more types of anchor text that you can use are related anchor text. Again, maybe longer sentences or different types of words that are related to the topic you're trying to rank for, but not necessarily talking about it. So, in that previous example, where we use different sentences as well. So another related one would be, people ask a lot for case studies in SEO. Again, a great keyword to rank for if someone was looking up for SEO case studies. We've done a bit more of a sentence approach here. We say SEO case studies that prove this as a bit of a sentence around this. And we've linked that and used that as anchor text as well. So that would be some related anchor text. Image anchor text, that would be linking out throughout an image. And then also there's different variations that you can use, like adding in a brand name plus. So we could do something like Studio Hawk does SEO services, and we actually link that through and create that anchor. That will create a brand name plus anchor text keyword. A couple examples would be SEMrush for content marketing, iPhones at Apple, with using a keyword and also using the brand name in there as well. So in summary, going through that, we've got all these different variations of what anchor text could potentially be. I always recommend having a really good diverse approach. Having exact match is also is really, really great for getting directly Google to understand what keyword you're trying to rank for, but you have to balance that out with some nice keyword variations and potentially using some more natural language throughout your website. And the last one we could talk about is naked anchor text, which is essentially linking out the website URL as the anchor text. So example would be if we just linked to a page and it just said www.studiohawk.com.au, and that was the anchor text. Really basic. Again, people use that a lot, especially when you go through the backlink profile of a large website. People do that a lot as well, just because they're just finding an easy way to link to the website. It doesn't have much of an impact, but it does add to the diversity of what anchors you can use. So in summary, that's all the different types of anchor text. I hope that's been really useful. So if you're looking at what anchors you have in your website and how you can optimize them, there's a couple of different variations in there that you can use to have a better diversity of what anchors you use and optimize your website better for search.